Welcome to the third Aya edition. My name is Awo Tsegah. I'm a Ghanaian visual artist and I mostly practice in digital and photography. I don't know if it's a cliche, my dad was an artist, but from when I was young, because my dad was an artist, I was exposed to the whole art space in terms of thinking differently, seeing things differently. So initially, I didn't want to do art full-time. I began in the advertising industry because I majored in graphic design at school. So I got into the advertising industry and I worked in it for close to 3 years. And that's when I realized that how people subconsciously behave, how people think, how people react, is all tied into what they see, the kind of art you put out there. So I'm like, why don't I try and fit my art or how I really want to express myself in this same space? Because I'm a graphic designer, I have my computer, I have my software, I have my ideas. I can easily move into a digital art space. So that's how I began working with digital art as well. So the collection for Aya Editions was done between 2019 to 2021. Most of them are surreal and pop art. They have like a surreal and pop art feel. They are pieces that question social reality through image rebuilding. So something like the headline series that I started working on is just kind of putting attention on the crown of the body, just taking away details and just putting focus on the head. Some of the pieces tackle politics and our social construct and how we view things in Ghana, talking about corruption, talking about development, inappropriate allocation of resources. So I tried to use my work to tell all those stories as well. Champagne for the pain, that idea came out because I realized that most of the time when me and our friends, when we get together, when young people get together, like no matter the struggles, no matter the complaints and problems we talk about, once they have a drink or hang out, it's like they use it to kind of take away that pain, that frustration, and just try and move forward and deal with whatever they have to. So maybe after a long week of dealing with bad traffic, bad roads, maybe police stopping you, asking you take off your shoes, I'm searching for guns and ammunition, like all kinds of random things that we deal with in the country. At the end of the day, on a Friday, we just get some champagne in quotes for the pain, or it doesn't necessarily have to be champagne, it can be juice, it can be just Netflix, just to take away those problems as well. So I kind of created a pun for that piece, for the champagne for the pain. From my experience in the Ghanaian or African setting, I would say there are not so many women artists because I think the main thing is there are kind of like imbalances in roles that women have to play in, especially when it comes to domestic roles as well. Like women have to manage so much, and sometimes being an artist, you kind of need space, you kind of need time to think, to create, to research, to experience, to be able to put out pieces. So I think that even though women can do it, maybe we're not doing it as quickly as the men are doing it or producing as more or as fast as they are, just because we have domestic responsibilities as well. We have also patriarchy issues as well, a lot in the African setting of men being better, being at a higher advantage it's not just in the arts industry, but it's in most settings as well. So I think these are reasons why women artists are sort of kind of underrepresented in our space, in our Ghanaian space. So right now, talking about this, I've decided to work on a series. I shared one recently on just tackling and exploring the different reasons why women are not so vibrant in the art space. The first one I posted was in relation to breastfeeding and being a mom. It's like you spend hours pumping milk, you spend hours sterilizing bottles, washing clothes, baby clothes, making sure everything is neat, you know. So it also kind of takes away that time that, oh, I wish I was in the studio right now working. Oh goodness, I got this great idea. I wish I could work on it now, but no. The most you can do is just write it down, go back to whatever you need to, and then when the baby is asleep, you can get some work done. So I'm trying to work on a project that speaks on these little issues that women face, just so they can have some kind of connection or relation to their piece as well.